Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a reading for Virgo risings. You can check your sun, moon, and like other placements, but just know that the astrology is going to be specific for Virgo risings. So yeah, we'll kind of do the November overview and then we'll get into the tarot reading. And I'll also have guides linked in the description box below for the new moon and the full moon, so you can capitalize on the energy, get clear on what it is, how it's affecting the collective, how it's affecting you, and just really working with the energy. So there's a new moon in Scorpio, November 13th. It's happening in your third house of communication, writing, reading, research, siblings, and like close friends that feel like siblings. And then 4 days later, there's a Mars cazimi, which means the sun and Mars are going to come into conjunction in that area of your chart as well. It's in Scorpio. So there's like this new beginning here. And then also with the cazimi, there's just like a ton of like new energy in this area of your chart. And it's just getting like a glow up. And it's like definitely an area of focus. So take advantage of that energy and like really see what's coming up in this area, because there's something to capitalize here on with that. November 27th, there's a full moon in Gemini, and it's happening in your 10th house of career, public roles, and responsibilities. So we often see this in like our jobs and careers. So there could be a cycle that started 6 months ago with the new moon in Gemini, and now you may have to release something physically, energetically, emotionally. You may be asked to pivot in a certain way, or like there could be a situation you're needing to confront. The moon is just going to shine a lot of light on this area of your chart, so basically to not ignore what's coming up. You probably won't be able to ignore it even if you wanted to. That's kind of the whole point of a full moon. And you had a new moon eclipse in Libra, which happened in your second house of material possessions, income, self-worth, and like talents, how we use our talents to create money. So there could be a connection happening a month ago with that eclipse, and then with this full moon coming up in your 10th house. So you can think back to October 14th if you were looking for a new job or like adding something to your resume or something like that. Those could be connected. Okay, so let's get into the tarot for Virgo risings. So there's definitely some sort of up level here, and I think it's definitely it's very like communication based, whether that was like receiving downloads and getting clear on like your beliefs and philosophies and maybe higher education. October 28th with that last full moon eclipse, you could be solidifying something in your belief system. And then with the new moon, there's stuff about communication, writing, research. So I wonder if those two are connected, or there's just a lot going on mentally. There's a lot of new going on mentally for you, lots of like information. It's very like Mercury based, it feels like. So there's definitely like an up level here, I think, mentally. You could be feeling kind of left out in the cold, and maybe you're starting to realize that the way out of that from a situation, whatever came to an end, or anything that made you feel like you were kind of like at a rock bottom or just kind of like isolated out in the cold, I think you're realizing the way out of that is going to be through working on yourself. And then friends, being with others, celebrating with others, accomplishing goals, just having that community around you and that extra support. I'm getting support system you're needing to really like lean on. You have a new moon in Sagittarius next month in your 4th house of home, family, and property. So family can be important to you as well, like throughout this month. It feels like there's maybe something that doesn't align with you in work right now, and you don't really see yourself persevering in this, and maybe that's why you aren't putting in a lot of effort. But there could be a new beginning here in career, yeah, that's bringing in more financial abundance. And it also could be something that you feel is more aligned with your intuition and like your creativity, and just like it just feels a little bit more authentic to you. Possibly though, in order for that new beginning to come in, you're going to be asked to learn something, or kind of go into hermit mode and just like focus on yourself a lot and learn. And with the third house happening right now, there's a lot of information coming to you right now, and all of it is like divinely guided. So making sure that you're really meeting your spirit guides halfway and doing the work, listening, you know, like when you get an idea, follow through with that, because that's really important right now. I think it's going to get you out of this phase you're in, and you could have had an ending in your second house of like income, but also a new beginning at the same time. So you could still be navigating that, but don't allow fear to prevent you from taking action. And continue to manifest, like getting really clear on what it is you want and kind of surrendering to it, becoming like emotionally detached from it, so you can just kind of observe it and not get too like critical on, you know, having fear on if it's going to work or not. Because there's a new beginning here in finances and career, and I think the definitely by the end of the month you'll have clarity on this, on what's working and what's not working. But yeah, it just kind of feels like there's a lack of alignment, a lack of wish fulfillment in this area of your chart. So whatever you're learning about right now can come in really handy. And I almost feel like it's all connected to eventually what you're meant to be doing in career. Yeah, Six of Swords is going away from something that's kind of toxic, it's not like in alignment with you, and moving towards like emotional security, emotional fulfillment, things like that. So I would say to really take inventory on the downloads you've received over the last month, and the up levels you've had mentally with information, the way you communicate, who you're communicating with, things like that. And what you've learned about yourself and what's authentic to you in how you create income and how that like reflects in your career and stuff. That is what I have for you guys. I hope that helped. Please let me know if that resonated, and yeah, I will see you guys next month.